Welcome students, in this video we are going to discuss the NCERT textual questions and we will try to break it down in the most simple form. So let's get started. Question 1. How are fats digested in our bodies? Where does this process take place? Let's discuss its answer. First of all, let's see where does it happen. Fat digestion mainly happens in the small intestine. And now let's understand how are fats digested. Fats are large molecules that are insoluble in water. To digest them, the body breaks them into smaller pieces. In the small intestine, the liver produces a yellow-green liquid called bile, which is stored in the gallbladder. Bile helps in emulsification, breaking fats into tiny droplets, making it easier for enzymes to act on them. Role of enzymes: the enzyme lipase, produced by the pancreas, works in the small intestine to break down fats into simpler molecules, fatty acids and glycerol. These smaller molecules can now be absorbed into the bloodstream. Final absorption: the digested fats, fatty acids and glycerol, are absorbed by the walls of the small intestine and transported to the body for energy or storage. Question 2. What is the role of saliva in the digestion of food? Let's understand where is saliva made. Saliva is produced by salivary glands in the mouth. Now students, you should all know what does saliva do. It moistens food. Saliva makes food soft and wet, which helps in chewing and swallowing, breaks down starch. Saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase that begins breaking down starch, a type of carbohydrate, into simple sugars, makes food easy to taste. Saliva dissolves some food particles so we can taste them better. And why is this important? Saliva starts the process of digestion in the mouth itself. It also makes the food into a soft ball-like shape called a bolus, which is easier to swallow and move to the stomach. Question 3. What are the necessary conditions for autotrophic nutrition and what are its byproducts? Let's discuss its answer. The necessary conditions for autotrophic nutrition are sunlight, the energy source needed for the process, chlorophyll, the green pigment in leaves that captures sunlight, carbon dioxide, CO2 taken from the air through tiny pores called stomata, water, H2O absorbed from the soil by the roots. Now let's discuss the process. Plants use sunlight, CO2, and water to make glucose, a type of sugar. This process happens in the chloroplasts of plant cells. Byproducts of autotrophic nutrition: oxygen, O2 released into the air, glucose, C6H2O6 used as food for energy and growth. Question 4. What are the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration? Name some organisms that use the anaerobic mode of respiration. So dear students, let me give you a very simple difference between both of them. Aspects: oxygen. Aerobic respiration requires oxygen to take place, while as anaerobic respiration does not require oxygen. Energy production. Aerobic respiration produces more energy, high ATP, while as anaerobic respiration produces less energy, low ATP. End products. Aerobic respiration results in the production of carbon dioxide, CO2, and water, H2O, while as anaerobic respiration produces lactic acid in animals or ethanol, CO2 in microorganisms. Location: aerobic respiration takes place in the mitochondria, while as anaerobic respiration takes places in the cytoplasm. Examples of organisms using anaerobic respiration: yeast, used in baking and brewing; bacteria, e.g., in oxygen-poor environments; humans, temporarily in muscles during intense exercise, producing lactic acid. Question 5. How are the alveoli designed to maximize the exchange of gases? Let's see how alveoli maximize gas exchange. Large surface area. Millions of alveoli in the lungs provide a huge surface area for efficient gas exchange. Thin walls. Alveoli have very thin walls, 1 cell thick, allowing gases to easily pass through. Rich blood supply, surrounded by a dense network of capillaries that quickly carry oxygen to the blood and remove carbon dioxide. Moist lining. Alveoli are lined with moisture, which helps dissolve gases and speed up diffusion. Elastic nature. Alveoli can expand and recoil, ensuring a constant exchange of fresh air. Question 6. What would be the consequences of a deficiency of hemoglobin in our bodies? ANS. Dear students, let's understand, if there is less hemoglobin in our body, then what will happen? Less oxygen transport. Hemoglobin carries oxygen in the blood. Its deficiency means less oxygen reaches the body's cells. Fatigue and weakness. Without enough oxygen, the body produces less energy, leading to tiredness and weakness. Pale skin. Low hemoglobin can cause paleness due to reduced blood color. Shortness of breath. The body struggles to meet oxygen demands, especially during physical activity. Dizziness. Inadequate oxygen supply to the brain can cause dizziness or headaches. Question 7. Describe double circulation in human beings. Why is it necessary? Students, first of all, we should know what is double circulation. In humans, blood passes through the heart twice in one complete cycle. A. Pulmonary circulation. Blood flows from the heart to the lungs and back. B. Systemic circulation. Blood flows from the heart to the rest of the body and back. Now let's understand how does it work. Deoxygenated blood from the body heart, right side, lungs, gets oxygen. Oxygenated blood from the lungs heart, left side, body, delivers oxygen. Why is it necessary? Efficient oxygen supply separates oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood, ensuring efficient oxygen delivery to the body. High pressure maintains high blood pressure for the body, allowing better nutrient and oxygen distribution. Better waste removal ensures carbon dioxide and other waste products are quickly removed from the body. Question 8. What are the differences between the transport of materials in xylem and phloem? Let's discuss one by one. Function. Xylem transports water and minerals, while as phloem transports food, sugars. Direction of flow. Xylem shows only upward flow, from roots to leaves, while as phloem flows in both directions. Type of transport. Xylem has passive transport, no energy needed, while as phloem has active transport, requires energy. Structure. Xylem is made of dead cells, vessels and tracheids, while as phloem is made of living cells, sieve tubes and companion cells. Driving force. Driving force for xylem is transpiration pull, while as driving force for phloem is pressure flow mechanism. Question 9. Compare the functioning of alveoli in the lungs and nephrons in the kidneys with respect to their structure and functioning. Structure. Alveoli has tiny air sacs with thin walls, surrounded by capillaries, while as nephron has tubular structures with Bowman's capsule, tubules, and a network of capillaries. Function. The function of alveoli is exchange of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, while as function of nephron is filtration and reabsorption of blood to form urine. Process. Oxygen enters the blood, and carbon dioxide is removed, while as in nephron waste, urea, and excess substances are filtered out, useful materials are reabsorbed. Medium of exchange in alveoli is air and blood, while as medium of exchange in nephron is blood and filtrate, fluid inside nephron. Efficiency features. Alveoli has large surface area, thin walls, and rich blood supply for gas diffusion, while as nephron has large surface area, selective reabsorption, and capillary network for filtration. End products in lungs are oxygen-rich blood and exhaled carbon dioxide, while as in kidneys end product is urine, containing waste and excess water,